Hi, this is Anita, 5 Minutes with Art. Probably no other artist that was able to span so many styles during his lifetime was the artist Henri Matisse. You know, his art journey really began in 1889 when he was just 20 years old. He initially started studying law, but it was during that period of bed rest after he had some medical problems that his mother gave him a set of painting supplies. And this struck an interest in him, which would make him become a prolific artist. You know, in his early years, he found inspiration in various artists such as Van Gogh, Gauguin, Cézanne, and others. These artists would influence him and influence his skills. He would, focus on form and conventional subjects during this period, which laid a foundation for his future explorations. Then by 1906, he met Pablo Picasso, and this sparked a lifelong friendship between these two great artists. And that, again, changed his style and changed his work. And then he became part of the Fauvism movement. He became one of the founders of that movement, which lasted from 1904 to 1908. He's known for this wild and uncontrollable use of color, detached from the constraints of reality. And then, he began to work with the highs and lows and began to, explore bright, expressive colors and the use of planes of color with a keen eye for lines. So, here we are already in the 1920s, following World War I, he moved to Nice on the French Riviera, where he pulled back from the extreme experimentation, he embraced softer subjects and depictions. And then, the 1920s came in, the roaring 20s. And his style began to change again. He began to paint pictures like in 1935, the large reclining nude. Then World War II happened, and he was in France. He chose to stay in France during World War II, and France, of course, was occupied. As a non-Jewish citizen, he remained relatively safe and continued making art. But, a lot of his work also changed during that period of occupation because of the Nazi rule. It was in the 1940s, while he was recovering from a surgery, that he sort of discovered this new artistic endeavor. So here's somebody who, through this period of time, which, it's like already 60 years, he has totally changed his art. And now he's doing what's kind of known as cutouts. He began embracing paper and scissors and creating these vibrant and dynamic murals that he began cutting out. One of the most famous ones is this one which he did with the swimming pool, because he was housebound. He wants to see the swimming pool, so he sort of did this cutout of the swimming pool in his home. He is really a very fascinating artist who has been able to change his art. And to me, when I look at Henri Matisse, what this really shows that how an artist can evolve. Like anyone who's an artist out there, like Henri Matisse shows us that we can evolve as an artist. Maybe we first start painting one thing, but that doesn't mean that we have to stick with that. Maybe we can change and we can paint something else, so we can do other new styles. And Henri Matisse really showed that in his lifetime, how he was able to adapt and change to the times, and to not only be an artist, but be a creator, to be an innovator, and to be someone who is leading a movement or leading something new. That's what really made him such a great artist, that he lived throughout all of these different periods. But not only that, he really had 8 different styles of art that he was able to master during this time, that throughout his life, he became this great prolific artist. This is Anita from 5 Minutes with Art. We appreciate you listening to us. If you'd like to read the blog that we have written on him about this, 8 major art styles of Henri Matisse, you can go and you can read his 8 different styles of art and see some of the pictures from those. And, just see really a lot about this great artist and what he did with his life. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you, and we'd like to thank those who helped make this possible, specifically for Rico, who helps with the technical aspects to put together this podcast.